The cycle got somebody else. Before I go any further at all, I don't like to see this happen. I don't enjoy it. It's not like I'm like, haha. But it's very frustrating, and I'm going to try to just stay calm, not let the adrenaline take over. But it really drives me nuts. And I think what drives me nuts the most is when you do try to help, when you do try to point people the right direction, they're like, no, you're a scumbag, you're a scam artist, you're just trying to sell me something, you're a snake oil salesman. And I get it. I really do, because there is so much just garbage out there. I've done a video, The Dream is a Lie, and I'll put a link down to that below, where I talk about just kind of the very shady things out there that are done. So I get frustrated that they're accusing me of that, and not necessarily at them, because I get it. I understand where they're coming from. So I suppose it's more a frustration just towards just kind of the general, let me sell you something type crowd, because it really does muddy the waters, and it turns people so jaded, and then they get into this little cycle that we're going to go through, and then a lot of times that they simply never recover out of it, like you're going to see here. So what is this cycle? Well, and I'll show you something. This is not talked about in theory. There's something from YouTube that I'm going to take out, but we have somebody that is new, and the interesting dynamic here is that they're aware. What do I mean aware? Well, they actually know they're new. They know that they don't actually know what they're doing. They know that they have things that they need to learn. They know that certain dynamics would benefit them, and they're aware of it. Some people out there, they have no idea. They're either being corrupted by fool's gold. They're just flat out arrogant. They're people are just. And by no means, when I got started, that was not me. I showed up and I've said this many times before, but I was telling my wife in college, right before I graduated, I don't think I even need this degree. I think we're going to be rich on this penny stock. So for me, it was probably ignorance/arrogance that really consumed me up front. But some people are indeed aware. But then there's always this. Until. What do I mean by until? Well, I'm aware. I know this, and I'm going to do. I'm going to check the box of what I know I should be doing, what I'm aware of, but I need something first to happen. Until something happens, but when it does, I will go and check that box. And this happens all the time. This box can be just anything that's a benefit. And again, it all circles back to they're aware. They're aware of, them just being, I'm new. I have stuff I need to learn. I have stuff I need to get better at. I've had some gains, but if I'm being honest, I'm aware it's just all been luck. I need to do that because it's going to be a benefit. But, and then there's always the but, something else needs to happen with the until. And let's just hop into this YouTube comment that I got, and a little bit of background. This person has commented on other videos, and I would reply back and just pretty much let them know, hey, you know what? I do offer a trading group. It's only $99 a year, so it's more than fair over the time span of 12 months. I'm very confident you're going to get at least $99 of value. But the way you're talking, the way you're going about things, I really think the $99 would be a great investment into yourself. To help you and just get you on the track that you want to get as a trader. To which the person agreed, that's true, but I'll just assign, in this situation it was, actually I don't remember, so I'm not going to say that, but there was some sort of stock where, I just need this until this happens, but when it does happen, then I'm gonna join the group and I'm gonna put the axe to the grindstone. And it's always one of those things where it's, here we go. They're always putting some little hurdle, some little excuse before what they know they need to do, but they're still just, throwing that in there. The kind of little disclaimer, the until disclaimer. So let's see how this turned out. I'm screwed with ACB. I've pretty much just accepted that it is a scam stock and company. I've lost thousands. It's down and done for this year, and I don't see it doing anything much in 2019. And then they go on and just make a couple other comments. This person then follows up and says, I don't see myself joining your group anytime soon. I'm staying far away from the market to lick my wounds, even though this is probably the time to buy stocks at a discount, if I'm not mistaken. You see what happened? The whole, well, until the stock, because I'm trying to tell them, you're going about this the wrong way, buddy. You're putting way too much faith. Your trade plan is severely flawed. Hey, you might want to tap the brakes. I'm trying to tell. Yeah, you're right. I'm aware. But until this stock does what it's going to do, but you're not going to. And then what? Lost thousands. Lick my wounds. Why? Because they didn't know what they were doing. And they knew they didn't know what they were doing. But for whatever reason, the human mind threw in the little until phase here. And now you can see that, I took a beating. I lost thousands. So now what? They can't do what they don't want to do. I can't say for sure. I don't know if it's, I hope they could still afford $99. If they literally blew up their whole account, then man, that would be a buzzkill. But regardless, so I can't say that they can't, or maybe they're just so dejected and demotivated that they don't even want to do that part anymore. But this happens a whole lot. It's a vicious cycle, and don't let yourself fall into it. I get a lot of times it's, I'm going to invest in your course because I know your course is going to help me. But first, insert blank, and it's just like, what do you mean there's a but first? You just told me that you're aware and you want to invest in something, but always but first, until. In this case, I want to join your group. I know joining your group would be awesome, especially, hey, it's $99 for a year. I want to do that. And now what are they saying? Yep, I'm not going to be joining your group anytime soon. Lost thousands, licking their wounds, because there's always this extra little barrier, there's extra little hurdle that a lot of people put in the way of what they know they should be doing. And like I said, I don't say this looking down on people, because I get it from their perspective. It makes sense, especially when there's so much shadiness out there. But just be aware of it, and just realize that when you're aware of things, don't put more hurdles in the way before you should be doing what you should be doing. Because, and a lot of times, I'd be lying if I said every time, but many, many times during this stage right here, something happens in a negative sense, and all of a sudden, you don't have enough money to do what you wanted to do. Or now you're thinking, well, I still need some money to trade, so I can't use the rest of my money for whatever I wanted to do. Or else you're just very, very discouraged, you're licking your wounds, and you don't even want to progress any further. And this happens a lot. There's a reason why 90% of people fail. And one of the reasons is because of this cycle that new people put themselves into. Again, I don't necessarily blame them. I'm not calling them stupid for doing it, because I do understand why. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, and it doesn't mean that it won't jump up and bite you pretty hard. So be aware of this cycle, and ask yourself, if you're aware that you should probably be doing some different things, how many hurdles do you have a bunch of in your until phase? If you have some, consider just getting them out of the way right now so that you can go and check that box in terms of what you should be doing that's going to benefit you.
If you are out there trading alone currently and maybe are in the market looking for a community to join to assist you in your trading, or to just help you, give you another set of eyeballs, then I do have a private trading community where you can trade alongside me and other experienced traders. So what you see popping up on the screen right now is both an information link. So if you click on the inner circle one, that is going to take you to the page where I explain all the details of what exactly come with the community, both the chat room and the newsletter. And then the other image that has popped up is a behind the scenes tour where you can see exactly what is going to be contained within the community. I take you through, like I said, a behind the scenes tour of everything, and that way you'll know precisely what you are getting when you join. So definitely check that stuff out if you are interested and thinking about wanting to join a community, and let me know if you have any questions.